that was ricocheted off the backboard? Legendary badges, doing work in Old Town. And your top assist was just joshing in the wreck, avoiding the near block and presenting.
Let's meet the starting lineup for Vancouver. At center, Kyle Thomas. At power forward, Hanamichi, number 54. At the other forward position, CJ, number 25. At shooting guard, Kyler Jordan. At the other guard position, Quinn.
Let's meet your Toronto starting lineup. At center, number 00, Johnny Bay. At the power forward position, number 25, John Tatum. The other forward, number 34, Sonny Bickerstaff. Starting at shooting guard, number 28, Jack Kaysen. At the other guard position, number 8, Terrence Robbins. The head coach of your home team, your Toronto Starters.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Let's check out Vancouver's starting lineup. And for Toronto, all the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
So, Toronto wins the tip. Tatum on the wing. Thomas against Bay. Here's Tatum. Got a piece of it. In transition, here comes Vancouver. Thomas, no good. Outside Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. That bucket in no time at all.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Oh, Tatum in position. To the middle. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. About 1 minute into the first. Here's Kaysen. Thomas grabs the rebound. Well, it was Vancouver winning their last game against the Stars.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
First free throw is good. And so Jordan nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Bickerstaff. Thomas with the block. And he recovers it. And yes, it's good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Hits it from three-point range.
Number 25.
What a great option he gives them on every position.
Outside Tatum. Knocks down the three ball. Tatum's got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
I tell you what, you better watch out because he is on fire here today.
Brand some early success.
Does that as he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the NBA's scoring leaders since the All-Star break. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Kaysen. Good on the three-point shot.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Bounce pass, Thomas. Outside, Jordan. From the arc, Quinn. Good.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Bay. Last game he had 13. Here's Quinn. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Bickerstaff. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And it's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bay.
Vancouver ball.
Here's Thomas.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
From the corner, and another basket for Toronto. Here's Quinn. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. The pass to Thomas. He dishes it to Quinn. Shot clock at 6. And here's Jordan outside. And the three ball is good. Jordan's got 5.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Here's Robbins. They get the rebound. Tatum, count that one. He's got 9.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Here's Thomas. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Thomas. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. That one goes. Count it.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Outside Tatum. And again, Toronto with the triple.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's Quinn. Last time out he had 13 points. Jordan drives in. Out to the right wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
At the line for
Before
2.
and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
It'll be Vancouver with their first time out of the game here.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
Playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Toronto, right now the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong. And, of course, Vancouver, 2 spots down.
Well, I think for Toronto, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
Toronto with the ball after Vancouver got the three-pointer.
It feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Pass to Quinn. Here's the three. And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Toronto trails by 7. Here's Bickerstaff. Again, Toronto. And Vancouver with the possession here. Here's Quinn. The second chance effort. And the rejection by Tatum. And he gets the bucket. Thomas got 8 points. And here's Toronto. Here's Robbins. Pass to Bay. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Oh, Tatum in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Here's Quinn. Pulls from the top of the key. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Number 25.
Toronto trails by 5. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency. And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Thomas. Bay pulls it in. And it's Bay with the ball for Toronto.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure. And that one didn't happen. And, boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And Toronto making a change here. Spencer's checked in. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively.
They've been playing great lockdown defense over the past month. They close out on shooters extremely well and do not allow easy looks.
Here's Thomas. It's blocked. And they're running. And Tatum launches it. There he goes.
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Here's Spencer. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Ball's knocked loose. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 11 points in the game.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
And another basket for Toronto.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Knicks passes to Swift. Pass to Knicks. Lets it go with a three. And again, it's Vancouver with a three. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Vancouver with the ball. It's Thomas on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. Great D that time from Tatum.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Vancouver with the possession here after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here's Spencer. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Bickerstaff, and again, Toronto with the triple.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
On the pass to Swift. And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Bay's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Swift. He had 15 points last outing. And again, it's Vancouver with a three. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's Vancouver up 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Vancouver.
And they've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Vancouver shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Launches it from deep. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. And for Vancouver, and the dunk by Tatum.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
And certainly DA is a two-way threat. Here's Swift. He has 6. Fades away.
number 25.
And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Tyson's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Swift, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Right side Tatum. And good that time.
Assisted by
Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Swift, that's good.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Vancouver pulls it in. This one for three. And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
3 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Well, Branson's entering the NBA. Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Jordan's checked in.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Jordan. Averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Vancouver leading by 3. Takes the 3. Nice shot by Mix. Mix has got 8.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Pass to Spencer. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Buries the long-range jumper.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. To the paint. The shot no good. Tyson. Here's Mix. 8 points for him. Dishes it to Adams. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And it's a 7-point Vancouver lead. Pass to Tyson. Here's Spencer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Bickerstaff, and again, Toronto with the triple.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Pass to Adams. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Shoots it up. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Out to the right wing. Oh! And that one is hammered home.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And Spencer pulls it down.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's Mix. He's got 8. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Tatum. Toronto trails by 3. Here's Spencer. 15 points in the game. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Here's Jordan. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago, it's tipped. Here's Spencer. Passes it to Tatum. Here's Spencer. Oh, Tatum in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Fooled the D with the pass fake right there. Adams has got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Bickerstaff, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And Toronto leads by 1.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And the layup's good off the glass. 16 points for him.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Spencer. He's got 15. There's the triple. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. Inside. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Spencer. 18 points for him. Here's Tyson. Again, Toronto.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Mix. Adams outside. And 3 from Jordan. Hits the 3-point bomb. Jordan's got 11 points.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Here's Tyson. Adams defending. Here's Bickerstaff. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That's his 5th 3-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Here's Mix. He's got 8. Adams taking his time here. And there's the pass to Mix. And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Toronto ball.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here's Spencer. He's got 18. Kaysen, guarded by Jordan. Right wing. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. The shot no good. Tyson. And Adams has got the ball here for Vancouver. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And, guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Krills the three-pointer. Tyson's got 9 points.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
Pass to Jordan over Kaysen. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Here's Spencer from deep. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Wow, he has been unstoppable from outside in the second quarter. The threes are just flowing.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mix. He's got 11, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
For Vancouver, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Here's Spencer. He's got 21. Here's Bickerstaff. And it goes down 2 points. 23 points in the game. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth.
That's unbelievable.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Toronto leads by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Well, for Toronto, Kenny, give us your take.
You have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit, but tonight they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Perimeter defense. You can't let a team sink that many threes, especially at such a high percentage. They need to come out in the second half and just do better. Otherwise, the barrage will continue.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Vancouver shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Jordan kicks to Quinn. Launches it. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 19 points.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
And for Vancouver, they've got Jordan. Mixes out there with Thomas. And it's Quinn in at the 1.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Jordan. And Thomas has it in the corner. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Bay against Thomas. Three-pointer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Quinn passes to Jordan. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and he jams it with authority.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Pass to Bay. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Bay's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Outside Jordan. Here's Quinn. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Bickerstaff. And again, Toronto with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Quinn. After Toronto at the three-pointer. Passes it to Mix. Elbow shot. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Quinn kicks to Jordan. The dish to Quinn. Jordan deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And right there is the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. For Vancouver, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. Toronto trailer. Now the pass to Tatum. Kaysen guarded by Jordan. A pass to Bay. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And the basket by Thomas.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Quinn. 8 points for him. 14 feet away. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
He lobs it up.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
From deep three-point land. And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Toronto calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Vancouver making a switch here.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's around 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
Guarded by Tatum. Great D that time from Tatum. And it's Bay with the ball for Toronto. Six on the shot clock. Here's Kaysen. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Throws it up high and stolen by Bay. Puts it up. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Stolen. Top of the key. And another basket for Toronto.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
making a change here. Upton's checked in. Let's see the stat sheet here for him. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Shot to stop the run. Good for his ninth make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbound.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Puts up a deep three. Bay pulls it in. Bay's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bickerstaff, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Down low. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Taking it to the rack.
Robbins.
Power hammering down the two-hand slam. And it's denied. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here. Thompson, he's checked in for Vancouver. Stolen by Tatum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Swift. He's got 9. Thompson outside. Pass to Swift. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Swift's got 12 in the game.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And Vancouver with the possession here after Toronto at the three-pointer. Bay against Thompson. Yep, it counts. 24 points for him.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And out of bounds as Vancouver gains possession.
Ball goes to Vancouver.
With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
Vancouver trails by 7. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And he drops it in from the low post.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Outside Tatum. Vancouver pulls it in. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Here's Bickerstaff. It's good from long range. And Toronto leads by 6.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
Sonny Bickerstaff.
Here's Swift. 14 points for him. Launches a 3, and again it's Vancouver with a 3.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
In that type, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Second personal
Really,
foul.
the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Vancouver shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And Toronto making a change here. Spencer's checked in.
One shot.
Again, Toronto.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Shot from 12. That's tipped.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Swift. He's got 17. Thompson up top. He's defended by Bay. The shot by Thompson, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Took him no time at all on that one. Tatum's got 6 in the quarter.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Inside, and stolen by Thompson. Pass to Swift for the tie. Drains it from beyond the arc. Swift's got it all tied up now for Vancouver.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Roberts. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And it's good for 2. 5 points in the game.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Lets it fly. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Lofton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul. Second
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for Toronto, Lofton. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 9 seconds left in the third. Passes it to Mix. And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Come on, fans.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Tatum, and it's Tyson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And slam dunk by Tatum.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Mix. First personal foul, first team foul.
You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on Project Big Man, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do.
A plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Vancouver making a switch here. Adams checked in. Both good from the line that time. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Kicks to Quinn, and they call an illegal screen here.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
Toronto leading by 6. The pass to Spencer. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Lofton. Drains the three-pointer. Lofton's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Mix. Toronto grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Deflects the pass, and Adams with the slam.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Toronto.
Here's Spencer. Lays it up and banks it in. Spencer's got 27.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Jordan the pass to Quinn. Back to Jordan. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. Shooting 78%.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And Toronto making a change here.
Bickerstaff.
Vancouver trails by 9. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Adams with the slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Tatum. Plus to Spencer. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. Spencer's got 11 points here in just the second half. Quinn passes to Mix. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Tatum on the wing. And Adams sends it back. Fires for 3. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Robbins. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Quinn.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Toronto calls timeout.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And Toronto making a change. Dave's checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Toronto's head coach had some words for his team during the break. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Vancouver trails by 5. Here's Quinn. He dishes it to Adams. Outside Jordan, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Tatum. Puts up a deep 3. The offensive rebound. For Vancouver, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. A nice shot by Jordan.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
You take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Here's Quinn. Adams outside. Puts it up from 12, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 5 assists tonight. Dishes it to Tatum. uses the glass to finish the lane. Tatum's got 39.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
In a crucial moment, too. He's been doing that all night. No one's come close to stopping him.
And it's in there.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Here's Robbins. And again, Toronto with the triple.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Jordan with it. Passes to Quinn. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
The deep three from Tatum. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
Got that one up quick. He has 30.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
No one near him. And that one swishes right in. And Toronto leads by 4.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look, a great setup for the Bucks. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Good on the bucket. Tatum's got 41.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Adams against Bay. Adams right side. Shot clock reset for Vancouver. And another shot. And the rejection by Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
And he lobs it up toward the rim and stolen by Tatum. From deep three-point land. No good that time. Vancouver trails by 6. The pass to Jordan. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And it's Toronto with the rebound. Spencer's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach. And he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
the game.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Thomas checked in for Vancouver. And Vancouver with the possession here. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Quinn.
Toronto leading by 4. Out to the right wing. Here's Kaysen. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive rim.
Sinks the triple.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
.141 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. Pass to Bay. Good D by Thomas. Vancouver trails by 7. Baseline jumper. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bickerstaff. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose from the lane with a scintillating move. Toronto leading by 7. Outside Tatum. 51 seconds left in the fourth. Count that bucket. Tatum's got 47 points.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Jordan. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shoots the 3. Again, what an avalanche!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The 3 from Thomas buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
At the line for Toronto, Robbins, taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Three-pointer. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
Toronto calls timeout. They're in front by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Toronto making a change here. Dave's checked in. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
For Toronto, Rollins. 2 shots.
Free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. They're trailing by 7. 19 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Substitution on the court.
"19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. For the three, trifecta. Toronto calls timeout.
Toronto with the timeout.
They're leading by 4. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Make some noise for your Toronto Dancers.
Substitution on the court.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
At the line for 2, Rollins.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And again, And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes that continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.